You crash your car into a wall. You're bleeding badly. There's a deep wound in your stomach and every breath hurts. You pull out your phone, not to call for help. You watch a video of your wife, Helen, smiling on a beach. She looks happy, peaceful, alive. And then your life rewinds. A few days earlier, you wake up to a quiet house. Too quiet. You remember moments with Helen, sitting together at dinner, laughing, kissing. Then the memory shifts. She collapses into your arms. You know you'll never see her again. She's gone. You hold her necklace in your hand, still remembering about her. The day of her funeral arrives, and after everyone leaves, you're left alone by her grave. You stand there in silence while a man watches you from a distance. An old friend, Marcus. He comes over, says it's been a long time, asks how you're holding up. He doesn't push, he just checks in, like someone who knows exactly who you are and what you've been through. Then he leaves, giving you space. Back at home, you start cleaning, trying to distract yourself. The doorbell rings. You open the door to see a delivery woman. Inside is a small beagle puppy. There's also a letter. Helen wrote it, knowing she wouldn't be there to give it to you. She says she's accepted her death. She says she wants you to love again. And she asks you to start with the puppy. That's when you finally break. You cry. You take the puppy out and notice the flower collar. You realize Helen named her Daisy. You try to keep her off the bed. She ignores you completely. The next morning, Daisy wakes you up by climbing onto the bed and then follows you everywhere like that's her full-time job. You pour cornflakes for yourself. You pour some for Daisy too. You tell her you'll buy real food later. This is you trying to be normal. You drive around with Daisy in your vintage 1969 Mustang Mach 1, just killing time. At a gas station, you pull up next to 3 Russian men. One of them, Iosef Tarasov, takes interest in your car. He compliments it. He asks how much you want for it. You tell him it's not for sale. He insults you in Russian, assuming you don't understand. He says everything has a price. You correct him in Russian. That annoys him. Daisy is being petted at the moment, which somehow makes him even angrier. He's about to react when one of his friends pulls him back and tells him to let it go. Later that day, you take the Mustang to an abandoned car parking lot and start drifting it aggressively. This is not for fun. This is stress relief. At night, Daisy needs to go outside. You take her downstairs. That's when 3 men appear. 2 block you. One hits you in the head with a bat. You go down. You hear Daisy whining. While you're being beaten, one of them do a very bad thing to Daisy. They get your Mustang key. Then the man removes his mask. It's Iosef. He insults you, tells you to sleep well, and knocks you out. When you wake up, Daisy is dead. You lie next to her. You stroke her head. Once again, your heart is broken into pieces. You bury her outside. Your last friend in this world is now gone. Then you clean the blood from your house while memories of Helen and the attack play in your head. You know that your life as John Wick is officially back. Yosef takes your Mustang to Aurelio's shop. He wants clean papers and new plates. Aurelio immediately recognizes the car and asks where it came from. Yosef proudly says he stole it and killed the owner's dog. But then, Aurelio's expression suddenly turned dark. He then punches Yosef in the face. One of the goons pulls a gun, but another stops him. Aurelio tells Yosef to leave. He says he works with Vigo, not for him. Later that night, Vigo Tarasov calls Aurelio and asks why he hit his son. Aurelio answers calmly, because he stole John Wick's car and killed his dog. Vigo pauses. Oh, that's it, just oh, because Vigo knows exactly how bad this is. You go into your basement with a sledgehammer and smash the concrete floor. Beneath it is your hidden stash, weapons, gold coins, and everything you buried when you tried to leave this life behind. Vigo meets with Iosef. He gives him a drink, compliments his jacket, then punches him twice in the stomach. He tells his son who he just messed with. It turns out you were once his associate, until you met Helen and wanted out. To earn your freedom, Vigo gave you an impossible task. You completed it. You built his entire empire. Vigo explains that you're called Baba Yaga, not the boogeyman, but the man sent to kill the boogeyman. He tells a pencil story. He tells Iosef that you're coming, and there's nothing he can do to stop it. Vigo calls you to make peace. You hang up. That night, he sends 12 hitmen to your house. You kill all of them. Right at the moment when you kill the last man, a police officer knocks on your door. You greet him by name. He asks if there's a noise complaint. You say you're just figuring things out. He nods and then leaves. You call a cleanup crew. They know this won't be the last time. Vigo hires Marcus, your old friend, to kill you for $2 million. Marcus accepts. You check into the Continental Hotel, a neutral ground for criminals, no killing allowed. Winston, the owner of the Continental and an old friend, tells you that Iosef is hiding at the Red Circle nightclub. You head there immediately, fighting your way through waves of guards and chaos on the crowded dance floor. You push deeper into the club until you reach the bathhouse hidden beneath it. There, you finally find Iosef. Just as you close in, however, he manages to escape. You return to the Continental injured. A doctor stitches you up and warns you not to overexert yourself. You say bourbon will handle the pain. A few hours later, while you're resting on the bed, Marcus watches you through a sniper scope, but he suddenly fires a warning shot instead. It turns out Perkins, a hitman, wants to kill you. She attacks you in your room, offering to break hotel rules for $4 million. You overpower her. She tells you where Vigo keeps his money, under a church. You knock her out. You hit the church, kill the guards, then force the priest to take you to the vault. You burn Vigo's hidden fortune inside the vault. Next, you go to find Vigo and kill most of his men. Unfortunately, you're captured. Vigo asks why you're doing all this. You tell him the dog was a gift from your dead wife. That's it. Vigo tells his men to kill you using a garbage bag. Luckily, Marcus appears at the right time and saves you. You escape and chase Vigo. Finally catch him. Vigo has to give up Iosef's location. You come to Iosef's shelter, kill all of his men, and end Iosef's life. At the same time, Vigo kills Marcus in retaliation. He then tries to escape using a helicopter. Hearing your friend Marcus is killed by Vigo, you chase him to a helicopter. You fight him and easily take advantage. He is not your opponent. You finally kill him and take revenge for your friend Marcus. We return to the opening scene. You survive after all the chaos. Sometime later, you go to a shelter. You adopt another dog. Your life continues because it has to.